is the greatest WWE, WWF, WWF champion of all time? We're going to figure that out today on Wrestle Juice. That's right, thanks to another one of these bracket fights. That's right. Last time we did this, we only did the year like 20 up to the year 2013 and onwards. Now we're doing them all. Who is the actual GOAT of the WWF, WWE? I don't know what to call it because it's been called several things in the past. So we're going to use bracket fights today to determine who the best ever is. I've done my very limited amount of research, so we're going to go ahead and dive into this. Look, man, this is going to be according to Steve, all right? I'm probably not going to use a whole lot of facts and figures. I'm just going to use what Steve liked and what didn't Steve like. So let's go ahead and dive into it. I don't know who the answer is going to be. For all I know, it could be Drew McIntyre. Don't think so. Kofi Kingston had Kofi Mania in front of tons of people, and Drew Mania was in front of literally like nobody, like some production people. He was the pandemic champion. Really sad. Hopefully he gets a title back and he gets to celebrate in front of people. But in the meantime, nothing measures up to Kofi Mania. I feel like Kofi Mania is going to carry Kofi past this first round, but I think the loss to Brock is going to probably take him out by the second round. But you never know. He might come up against like a Stan Stasiak. Sean Stasiak was never champion. Here we go. The first one, Buddy Rogers versus Pedro Morales. Now, according to my thing here, Buddy was the first. He was the first, but he was also champion for like 36 days. And then they put it on the man, Bruno Sammartino. So he was first, and he's the original Nature Boy, and I'm not going to take that away from him. But Pedro here was champion for, according to Wikipedia, 1,027 days. He beat Ivan Koloff, who beat Bruno Sammartino. He didn't actually beat Bruno. He beat Ivan Koloff. So, yeah, we're going to give it to the guy who had it for like 3 years as opposed to a month. Pedro Morales goes ahead. Next up, Bob Backlund versus the Iron Sheik. Now, the Iron Sheik was a transitional champion. Backlund didn't want to lose to Hogan, and so they brought in Iron Sheik to beat Bob Backlund. Bob Backlund was champion for 5 years. And guess what? Go to full screen. I don't give a shit. He was boring. Have you ever seen a Bob Backlund promo back when he was actually champion? He didn't get good at the promos until much later in life. His promos back then were absolute dog shit. He was so boring. He was mumbly. I know this because I do all those territory streams over at MF Steve here. Give me Sheiky, baby. Yeah, he was only champion for not a long time. Where is it here? Iron Sheik was only champion for 28 days, less than a month. That month was better than 5 years of Bob Backlund. Ooh, this is going to be a hot take. I don't give a shit. Give me Sheik all day, man. Give me Sheik all day. Next, Mitch. Oh, this is tough. This is really tough. Seth Rollins versus AJ Styles. So AJ Styles was champion for like over a full year, I think, putting on phenomenal matches, so to speak. And Seth Rollins was champion. I mean, he had a decent run. That first run was pretty decent. And then he was champion again, I think, a couple more times. This is a tough one. I hate doing this. I really do. But AJ Styles gets the win here. He was champion for a year. He held it down on SmackDown during probably one of its best periods in the modern era anyways. What the fuck is this? This is not even a thing here. I love Jinder, I really do, but it's Randy Orton. Give me a break. Randy Orton he could win this whole thing. I don't think he's going to, but he could. Jeff Hardy versus Bret Hart. I shouldn't be as torn about this as Jeff Hardy is so much fun and he's so interesting. His promo's on par with Bret Hart. I mean, come on, it's Bret Hart. We all know it's Bret Hart. Vince wanted him to be the guy. Oh, man, this is two stinkeroos. Alberto, you ain't getting out of the first round. Don't even trip. You're in, Big Show. Captain Insano's in just because he was against Alberto. I guarantee if Captain Insano was against anybody else except for maybe The Miz, he wouldn't have gotten out of the first round. Of course it's Shawn Michaels. The Miz, get out of here with that. Miz should have never been champion. Never, ever, ever. What is this? Bruno versus Vince McMahon? Come on. Don't make this so easy, people. Bruno. It's going to get harder. It's going to get harder. Don't get me wrong. Oh, wow. This is a tough one. Eddie Guerrero, one of the GOATs, man. One of the absolute GOATs. But Triple H, the guy who runs the company now, I think he's like a 14-time or I think he's a 14-time world champion. It's the game. Oh, man. He has all the best theme song. Dude, it's Triple H. Sorry, Eddie. I can't believe Eddie didn't make it out of the first round. That's sad to me. I love Eddie Guerrero, though. Oh, man. Wow. Wow. The superstar, Billy Graham. How long was he champion for? Was he champion for a long time? Where is he? There he is. Superstar. He was champion for, okay, almost 300 days. The superstar was champion. And the guy next to him, Hulk Hogan. Look, man, I understand it's fuck Hulk Hogan Day every day. I get that. And I know that this is sad. This is really sad because he ripped off the guy that he's about to beat in the first round. You can't take Hogan out in the first round. It's Hulk freaking Hogan. Everybody knows that. Hulk Hogan moves on. Sorry, superstar. I know everybody ripped you off, but Hogan is Hogan. Oh, wow. So Dean Ambrose isn't making it out of the first round? Oh, yeah. You got that right. The Macho Man comes out of the first. Oh, shit. Oh, this one is rough. This one's super rough here. The Undertaker versus Brock Lesnar. Man, oh, man. Wow. Okay. So Brock was like the guy. Undertaker. So here's the funny thing about Undertaker. I don't know if Vince ever really saw him as the guy. He was sort of like, if you think about it, Undertaker was sort of like just a better version of, this is going to be weird, a better version of Bret Hart. Where like Vince knew that he was reliable. He could put him in any main event and the mystique would carry him. But like in the end, he was just used to put other guys over. Brock Lesnar was the guy. And he didn't hold the title as many times as Undertaker, but I feel like maybe in terms of like, well, he had the Universal title for a really long time. Yeah, man, I got to give it to Brock. No offense to Undertaker, but I feel like the Undertaker's best work was like in his last 5 years. It was like the four matches that led to end of an era. It was like really just 4 years of WrestleManias that Undertaker was really the best. I'm sorry, that might be like a hot take. I don't know. But think about it. Outside of the two Shawn Michaels matches and the two Triple H matches, including end of an era, you know, I was never like a Ministry fan or, you know, like a Dead Man Walking fan. I was never a fan of that shit. I did like that he had Limp Bizkit as, and not Kid Rock, but I like that the Rollin' theme song. It's Brock Lesnar. Get out of here. It's Brock Lesnar. Ooh, that hurts. All right. This is a tough situation. Pedro here. Kofi might make it out of the second round just for Kofi Mania. Here's the thing. I don't know shit about Pedro Morales, man. He was champion for 1,027 days. So, I mean, he was hot shit. But like Kofi's the man. Oh, Pedro. Oh, I hate to do this to you. I'm sure he beat a lot of people. I'm sure he did a lot of stuff. Who are his feuds with? See, this I'm going to do a little bit of on-the-fly research here. Oh, my God. His Wikipedia entry is endless. Big Time Wrestling. What is this? Morales. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Pedro, Kofi. Did Pedro ever lose to a guy in like 16 seconds? This is a tough one. This is a tough one. You know, Kofi Mania had me almost crying, dude. I'm going to give it to Kofi over Pedro Morales. Out with the old, in with the new-ish. All right, so this is where the Iron Sheik's reign ends. He had the title for, what did I say, 28 days, something like that. AJ had it for over a year. I think AJ would drop a phenomenal forearm on the Sheiky baby. That's what I think. AJ Styles moves on to be a possible GOAT. Ooh, this is a tough one. Randy Orton, whose career is like 21 years and counting. Bret Hart had a terrific career himself. Multi-time Mania main eventer, so was Randy Orton. Randy Orton's just much more compelling, dude. I'm sorry. Not as good a like technical in-ring wrestler, although underrated. Aha! Not even sorry, Big Show. This is where your run ends. Shawn Michaels moves ahead. Oh, there's gonna be some tough. Oh shit! Oh no! That's a tough one. No, it's not. It's Bruno. I know Triple H runs the company 14 times, whatever, but Bruno's the Bruno. Everybody wants to know, are they going to Roman Reigns Bruno? I'm sorry, are they going to Bruno Roman Reigns? The Mega Powers. Oh, shit. Oh, no. What have I done, brother? Oh, man. I hate to do this. I really do, man. But it's got to be the Hulkster, brother. It's got to be the Hulkster. All right, here's where Kofi's run comes to an end. Because even though he had that spectacular Kofi Mania moment, the rest of his title reign was kind of doo-doo. And his loss to Brock Lesnar was booty cheeks. So we're going to give it to AJ Styles, champion for over a year, phenomenal forearm Styles Clash. Shawn Michaels, the Heartbreak Kid, some of the most classic matches in WrestleMania history. Randy Orton, who was champion a lot of times. Youngest champion, had a good run with Evolution. It's the Heartbreak Kid of Shawn Michaels. I'm sorry, it is. He did the DX stuff. I feel like his most compelling stuff was more compelling than Randy Orton, and his in-ring stuff was better than Randy Orton, and Vince saw him as the guy. Plus, there was all the politicking backstage. Plus, there was the whole second half of his career, which was really awesome fight after awesome fight. He made big fight feel. Plus, what puts him over the top is SummerSlam 05 against Hulk Hogan. This is not hard for me. HBK beats Randy Orton as to be one of the GOATs. Oh, no. Oh, hell. Oh, hell. This might be the one that does it all. Because you got Bruno, who was like forever champion, and Hulk Hogan, who literally put pro wrestling on the map. I mean, I'll be honest with you guys. This isn't even hard for me. It's Hulk Hogan. I'm sorry. I love you, Bruno. I love you, but goodbye. You're out. Oh, man. Tough decisions here. Who's going to make it to the final? HBK or AJ Styles. So as much as I love AJ Styles, Shawn Michaels main evented WrestleManias, and Styles was always the secondary champion when Roman or Brock had the title. So it's HBK, Shawn Michaels. Are we going to have a SummerSlam 2005 final? Party's over, Grandpa. No, it's not. Party continues. Hulk Hogan. Oh, man. We got a SummerSlam 2005 situation here, ladies and gentlemen, and it's going to go the same way for the Heartbreak Kid on his back, staring at the lights. Hulk Hogan is in the finals. On the other side of the bracket, we kick things off with Mankind versus Ric Flair. Woo! Awesome win at the Royal Rumble. He's sort of like the Kofi Kingston of this side of the bracket. Awesome moment there at the Royal Rumble. But what like his actual title run in WWF? Like he ended up losing it to Bret Hart at a house show. Give me Mankind. I know he was champion for a combined 3 times for 10 days or some shit like that. But I love Mankind. Here's a hot take. His title win on a Raw episode was a bigger deal than Ric Flair winning at the Rumble. I stand by that. Go back and watch. You will never hear a bigger pop than the Mankind title win. Planet's champion Daniel Bryan versus Batista. As much as I love Batista, I'm going to go with Daniel Bryan because I think Batista's best run was probably when he was World Heavyweight Champion, not when he was WWE Champion. Plus, it's Daniel fucking Bryan. He's probably the best wrestler of our lifetime. He goes in. Plus, that Planet's champion title. Oh, my God, that thing is gorgeous. All right, so this was awesome because RVD's win against John Cena was one of my favorite moments in all of pro wrestling. That being said, give me the wrestling machine, Kurt Angle. That guy did it like nobody else did it. Here we go. A battle of legends. Stan Stasiak, who had the title for 9 days back in 1973. He was in between Pedro Morales and Bruno Sammartino and Ivan Koloff, the guy who beat Bruno Sammartino and then held the title for all of 21 days. Ivan Koloff, he beat Bruno and he held the title for all of 21 days. There we go. 21 is bigger than 9. Rey Mysterio, who I believe Rey's only run, am I wrong about this? I think Rey's only run was that tournament. He held it for an hour. I mean, there's no question here. It's going to be Yokozuna. That guy was dominant for like a year. So yeah, give me Yokozuna. Sorry, Ray. You're a legend and everything, but you had the World Heavyweight Championship for a long time. Where is Rey Mysterio here? Here we go. Ray had it. He won it on Raw, defeated Miz in the tournament, crowned a new WWE champion, and then he lost it to John Cena that day. Yeah. So there you go. Sorry, Ray. Sucks to be you. Bray Wyatt or Roman Reigns? Okay, so I love Bray Wyatt. I think he's great. Something tells me this end up going to be Roman versus Hulk Hogan. That's my guess. Roman's going to go far. Oh, man. Boring Edge versus Kane. Boring Edge versus boring Kane, huh? Didn't Kane only have the title for like a second as well? I don't think Kane had it for very long. I think he had it for like what? Like a day or something like that? How often did he have this thing? Kane won it, and because he beat Stone Cold Steve Austin for it, but it was like a silly match. Yeah, first blood match. He had it for a day. Kane had it for a day. I'm not a huge fan of Edge. I think he's kind of boring, but he had it for a lot longer than a day. Diesel versus Sid. No offense to Sid, but Diesel had it for a year. Plus, I'm a big Kevin Nash fan. I think he's great. Kevin Nash beats Sid. What a great matchup that is, though. Ultimate Warrior versus Sergeant Slaughter, the Iraqi sympathizer. So if you guys remember correctly, this is back when Sergeant Slaughter was an Iraqi sympathizer. What a bad move that was. And in fact, he beat the Warrior for that title. But I don't think anybody can deny Warrior versus Hogan. Warrior versus Hogan in Toronto. Iconic moment. Slaughter beating Warrior and then losing to Hogan. Not so much. Warrior wins. He was the guy who took it off Hogan. John Cena versus Sheamus. I mean, I don't even have to talk about this one. Cena wins. JBL, who did have the title for a long time, but I always thought he was trash, versus Chris Jericho, who was kind of a transitional champion. I think they should have rolled with him that one time they beat Triple H, and then Triple H overturned the results. Yeah, no matter how you cut it, I'm a bigger Chris Jericho fan. I think JBL to me was a champion who made me not want to watch wrestling. When he had that title, I was like, this guy is just dumb. He's just annoying. I don't like him. He's out. Sorry. That's just where my own... So Andre the Giant, he was gifted the title by a dude, so CM Punk wins this one. That's pretty easy for me. Stone Cold Steve Austin. So nobody... And man, this is debatable. This is a hard one. Don't get me wrong. The Rock versus Stone Cold. Stone Cold's going to win here. He's going to win here. Because in my mind, it was Stone Cold back in the day, back in the Attitude Era, and then The Rock. I mean, it was very close, don't get me wrong, and The Rock has gone on and had a much bigger career and everything in movies. But, like, to me, Stone Cold was the guy of the Attitude Era, and when he won, it was a big, 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 big deal. They booked his runs really, really well. So, yeah, man, I got to give it to Stone Cold. This might be a Stone Cold Hulk Hogan thing. Daniel Bryan versus Mankind. I love Mick Foley, but Daniel Bryan gets the win there. This dude had it for 21 days. Kurt Angle's the man. He goes ahead in the second round. Man, Bloodline versus Bloodline maybe here. Yokozuna versus Roman Reigns. Sorry, man, but Roman Reigns gets it here. So Diesel had it for a year. Edge had it like a lot, I think. But like, I don't know. I like that. I like Edge. So Edge had it twice, 3 times, 4 times. Don't really care about any of these times, to be honest with you. Okay, so 4 times versus Diesel had a 1 long run. Diesel didn't have any cool moments, and at least Edge had the cash in on John Cena. So I'm going to put Edge ahead of Diesel here. John Cena beats the Warrior pretty easily. CM Punk beats Chris Jericho pretty easily. Sorry, Chris Jericho. I know you're not a fan. Kurt Angle wins pretty easily. Roman Reigns beats Edge. That's an easy one. Oh, shit. This is tough. CM Punk had that title for 430 some odd days. John Cena had that title a lot of times. John Cena or CM Punk? John Cena's the icon, man. John Cena's the measuring stick. I'm sorry, CM Punk, but I'm going to give it to John Cena. Roman Reigns easily beats Kurt Angle. Oh, shit. All right, man. You know what? For my oof. So Cena had a lot of times. Austin had it like 3 or 4 times. Did he have 4? Was it 4 or 7? I forget what it was. Let's see. How many times did Austin have? That doesn't really matter. What matters is the impact. Austin was on the cover of TV Guide. I don't know if John Cena ever was. For my money, it's Steve Austin because wrestling was everything. And whenever goddamn, this is a hard one. This should be a final right here. Oh, man. This is tough. The greatest of all time. I know WWE says that John Cena is the greatest of all time. Yeah. He had that title a lot more times than Austin. Also, kids know who John Cena is now, but that's probably more for movies. Nothing beats the glass breaking, man. I'm going to go with Austin. Oh, god damn. This is tough, dude. So Roman Reigns is on track to beating Hulk Hogan's record. Steve Austin was Steve Austin. He was on the cover of TV Guide. Damn. The funny thing about Austin is that he did so much in so little time, but then Roman Reigns has like probably the best story in the history of WWE, but there was also a lot of time prior to... How long was he actually champion? Hold on a second. How long was he WWE champion before this current run here? Like WWE champion. 23rd. Where's okay, Roman Reigns had it for... What is this? A day. Sheamus cashed in. He got it back for a month. Had it again for another like month or something. And then a whole lot of nothing. And then you have his reign now where he unified the title. And that's where we're at with that. Right now, the Roman Reigns is the current. That's how I see it. He's the current guy. And he's had it for what, like a year and a half now? Wasn't it like a WrestleMania last year that he got it? 2022, yeah, that's what it was. Oh, this is a tough one. Austin was the hottest thing ever. Elevated wrestling to new heights. It's Austin, dude. That shirt. It's the shirt. Maybe it's the shirt. So that brings us to our final. Oh, boy. Hulk Hogan. Oh, fuck. This is going to hurt because it really should be fuck Hulk Hogan Day. Hulk Hogan, the ultimate politicker, running wild, Hulkamania. Went out with a fizzle, though, man. But then he came back and won it again. Damn it. Oh, God damn it. I don't know what to do here. Damn it. The guy who I have so if you take all the personal stuff out, and Austin has his own fair share of personal stuff as well. If you take all the outside the ring stuff, all the personal stuff away from it, no man has ever been more synonymous with pro wrestling than Hulk Hogan. He wins. God damn it. Oh man. Hulk Hogan is the GOAT. Oh, I feel dirty. I feel so dirty for doing that. Oof. Can we just forget about this video? Listen. Let's just forget this happened, okay? Brother.